Okay, moving on to the last question here. My daughter is 4. We are card clients and she's making great progress. My question is, how can I get my husband to learn what the therapists are doing? It's not that he doesn't care, he just doesn't know what to do. And when I try to teach him, he doesn't get it. And I'm going to guess, too, that creates friction between mom and dad when mom's trying to train dad. So what do you recommend, Gabe?
A number of things. We have a parent support program. It's part of the card model. So not only do we have our clinics and the therapy that your child should attend, but optimally, obviously we require at least one parent, but it would be so great if both parents were attending all parent meetings. And I like to call them parent meetings because a lot of times they get, labeled as parent trainings. But yeah, in this situation, dad could probably benefit from a parent meeting where maybe we really worked on the behavior interventions that, we have currently in place for her daughter and really allow the BCBA on their team to be the one that articulates that information to dad, maybe models and demonstrates some of that information because mom's probably in the process of still learning as well. So it'd be great if both parents got to attend together. It could be an opportunity for them to really, become more aligned on the treatment for their daughter and really understanding what's happening there. And yeah, you're right. It would allow for mom to maybe not have to be in the position that she's in currently, which is disseminating all of that information to dad when she's trying to absorb it and understand it herself as well.
Yeah, when we found out about CARD, we found out from another family. They recommended CARD to us and really were our Eskimos coming to CARD. And one of the first things that the mom said was, you're going to have a clinic and you need to attend that clinic like it's the most important thing in your world. You're going to rearrange your entire life around going to that clinic. And she said, oh, and by the way, it's not just for you to go. Your husband has to get off of work to go. And she said federal law provides for your employer has to let you out for it. I know none of us wants to do that. None of us wants to go to the employer and say, hey, once a month, I'm going to have to take this, part of this morning off for the next year to 2 to 3 to, it was 5 years in our case. Nobody wants to go to the employer and say that. But the truth is you're protected, that they cannot fire you over that. They cannot pass you up for promotion over that. It's law. So know that. But I think back now about how much, because this mom said before we even started, and she said, this is what you have to do if you want to be successful. That was then what we did. And I met people along the way, I still meet parents who are like, yeah, but we just can't. And I know I would have said that, Gabe. I know I would have said that, but this mom said to me, no. Rearrange your life, prioritize that. You both need to be there. And even with both of us there, I learned things faster because I was at home more. I was working from home. And at a certain point, my husband came to me and said, I don't get it. Why does he do this for Peter? And why does he do this for this therapist? And he does it for you, but he doesn't do it for me. And I was not very generous at that point. I said to my husband, well, you better learn this. You better pay attention. You better get on the bandwagon. But we had a great supervisor who said to me, you need to not be there some of the times so that dad is the only person, because I'm such a strong personality that I would always jump in. And she said, you need to be unavailable. You need to go shopping or something. But I think back all the time, Gabe, on that and think, my husband and my son are so close. They have such a good relationship, and it's because he learned how to do what the therapist did. Yeah. So I appreciate that you're telling them that they both should go to these clinics, that it's important.
And ultimately, even if for whatever reason there's some sort of other additional barriers, reach out to your supervisor. See what the supervisor can do in terms of accommodating schedules. Maybe we can create additional time that's outside of the working time. It can be challenging, and maybe there's some times where dad can get off work a little bit early, and that supervisor can be available for a parent training in the evening. I can't make promises for any particular supervisor, and it ultimately comes down to just that old saying, hey, my mom always said all you can do is ask.
That's right.
And so where there's a will, there's a way. And if your husband is interested and cares, then just ask and see what kind of accommodations can be made.
Absolutely. Don't give up on your husband. Pull him into this, because it will make a difference. Gabe, you've been fabulous. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. And for those of you who are in a place where CARD is starting to come to, maybe you'll get to meet Gabe in your travels. And we'll look forward to having you back again on the show, Gabe.
Sounds good, Shannon.
All right. You take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye. So wonderful, wonderful, our expert for the day. I'm going to hang up there. And we are going to take a break. I'm looking at the time. Oh, yeah, we're late to talk to Bonnie. I'm just late today. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with Bonnie Yates, special education attorney. Stick with us.